Despite Leverkusen turning down approaches from Italy, from Saudi, from several countries, Xhaka wanted to go to Sunderland, back to the Premier League. Ambitious project at Sunderland with a really important transfer window so far. Many players joining, big ambitions from the management, the owner, the manager, and so working out on this deal 4 days, and now agreement done. I can give you the exclusive details. The transfer fee for Xhaka will be 20 million euros. So an important investment to have a leader like Granit Xhaka. Agreement done club to club. Agreement done with the player on a 3-year contract. Xhaka already said yes last week to Sunderland proposal. And so he's traveling today to sign with Sunderland. Tomorrow, Tuesday, he will complete his medical. And so Xhaka to Sunderland is a, here we go, a surprising story from today in terms of timing. Because yesterday Bayer Leverkusen were insisting on not selling the player. But not surprising in terms of outcome, because Sunderland have always been clear favorites to sign Xhaka in the recent days. Then guys, remember what I told you in the last 2-3 days. Important week to understand the future of Benjamin Šeško. And I maintain my position. It's going to be a very important week. Because Newcastle have presented their project to the player side. Because Newcastle are attacking. So Newcastle are prepared to make a big proposal financially to the player and a big proposal financially also to Red Bull Leipzig. Obviously with this Isaac story ongoing with Liverpool. So for Šeško, Newcastle are ready to make something big. But don't forget also Manchester United. Because as I told you, Manchester United have been discussing internally for days about strikers. Only Watkins, but Aston Villa insist on keeping the player. Benjamin Šeško, but obviously financially is not an easy deal. But Man United also in the recent hours on Sunday night, on Monday morning, made new contacts with Benjamin Šeško's camp, not directly with the player, but with agents of the player, to start conversations about eventual numbers. The contract, the project, the vision. So Manchester United are starting to move. Newcastle have already presented their project and are prepared to match the financial request. So Newcastle are ready to make a very important proposal to Šeško and to Leipzig. Manchester United have started the concrete conversation while they discussed his name internally for weeks. So keep an eye on this Šeško story, because in the next hours, days, we will understand more on what Benjamin Šeško wants to do and so what's going to happen. Remember what I told you in terms of price. It was a story from earlier last week, exclusive update to tell you the details of the deal. For Šeško, there is a gentleman agreement between the player, the agent, and Red Bull Leipzig in very good relationship. If the player tells Leipzig there is a club I consider special, there is a gentleman agreement to make the price drop to 70-80 million euros. So 70-80, let's say this is the range. And then 5-10 million euros in add-ons. So this could be the package for Benjamin Šeško, a gentleman agreement if the player wants. So keep an eye on this one, because Newcastle made already a big project proposal and financial proposal is ready. And Manchester United made contact to be informed on the situation. So keep an eye on these two and let's see what's going to happen. On Manchester United, guys, I wanted to clarify something. Many rumors about Antony and Al Nassr. What I heard, guys, just to clarify, is that Al Nassr are informed on the situation of Antony. So they know that the player has to leave Manchester United, that the player is in conversation with Betis. So they know everything about the situation of Antony. But at the moment, from what I'm told, my information is that Al Nassr have not sent an official bid to Manchester United for Antony yet. So at the moment, it's still no official bid, no advanced negotiation. It's just a general conversation, just early stages, let's say. But Antony has many options also in Europe. So in a World Cup year, it's important for Antony to make a decision about that. And at the moment, from what I heard, Antony has not decided anything. Antony is not, at the moment, in advanced conversations with Al Nassr. And also, according to my information, Al Nassr have not sent an official bid to Manchester United yet. If that is going to happen, I will let you know. Don't forget that Al Nassr have signed João Felix, because the deal for João Felix is done, is completed. The player is already in Al Nassr camp for medical testing contract signing, a 2-year deal. Chelsea receive 30 million euros immediately, plus add-ons and sell-on clause with the package to reach 50 million euros almost guaranteed in the near future. And so Al Nassr very active on the market to bring new players to Cristiano Ronaldo, while they presented the new director, sporting director Simon Coutinho, highly rated in Europe and now ready to take over at Al Nassr. Then, guys, I wanted to finish with Lucas Chevalier, the goalkeeper of Lille, because PSG keep advancing on this deal for Chevalier. There will be new contacts. The chairman of Paris Saint-Germain, Nasser Al-Khelaifi, is taking care directly of the negotiation with Lille. The player, Chevalier, already said yes to PSG. The contract is ready. The agreement Chevalier-PSG is ready. Campos, the director of Paris Saint-Germain, also approved this move for Chevalier. So PSG are going very strong for this goalkeeper, but very strong. Agreement with the player and negotiations ongoing with Lille on the structure of the deal. But PSG are ready to proceed. They believe Chevalier has a huge value. They believe this is a good moment to sign him, because maybe next year there could be more clubs involved in a race for one of the best goalkeepers in Europe in terms of value, skills, development, potential. And so the Chevalier story is absolutely on, the deal is on, with Paris Saint-Germain advancing on this one, and with the chairman, Nasser Al-Khelaifi, prepared to speak again to Lille about the structure of the deal. 40 million euros is going to be the number. Let's see the structure, how many years for payment terms, add-ons and more. So they are discussing these kind of details, but Chevalier has very good chances to join Paris Saint-Germain. Okay, so guys, let me hear your thoughts on all these stories from Jorrel Hatland Chelsea, then Benjamin Šeško United Newcastle. What do you expect to happen here? And then Granit Xhaka to Sunderland. Here we go.